Good morning, everybody, and it's another joyous day today. The title of today's message is "You Can't Give What You Don't Have." Okay, and let's go. Before we get to scripture. Let me just tell you something. So this morning we have music playing as we're getting ready, and one of the songs that was playing was "Joy to the World," and I kept saying joy to the world, and I was just humming this. And you know how sometimes a song gets in your mind and you're joy to the world. And so I kept humming and singing this, and then I went into prayers today, and when I was praying I was saying, what is the message today? What is the message? And I'm sitting there, and I almost feel Jesus said, you've been humming and singing it all morning. Do you really need more of a hint than that? And the word of the day, and we're going to break it down, is joy. And think of this, especially during this season, how often do we see the word joy? I see it on Christmas cards, I see it on stockings, I see it on wrapping paper. I see it more this time of the year than any other time. And what does the word joy mean if you break it down? I actually wrote it down. It's a feeling of great pleasure and happiness. Okay? A feeling of great happiness and pleasure. That's joy. So let's go into the scripture now. And this is a great scripture. You should read more, but let's just do this. So it's John 20, and let's go from 19 to right through to 20. Now, when it was evening on that day, the first day of the week, and when the doors were shut, where the disciples were together, due to the fear of the Jews, Jesus came and stood in their midst and said to them, "Peace be with you." And when he had said this, he showed them both his hands and his side. The disciples were overjoyed when they saw the Lord. Overjoyed. So joy is a feeling of great pleasure and happiness, and they were over that even. Okay, so that's joy. Now, where am I going with the word joy? And with the title of the message is this: you cannot give something that you don't have. If someone is thirsty and want to drink a water and they say, "Can I have a glass of water?" If you don't have any water, can you give it to them? No, of course not. If someone said, "Hey, do you have $5? I need some money," and you don't have any money on you, can you give it to them? No. Why? You don't have it. Okay? So if someone's in need of joy and you don't have it yourself, how can you give it? You can't. So let me just give you a little example of something that happened to me maybe a couple of weeks ago. I was at the post office here in Newcastle, and there was a lady in front of me, and then I was behind her, and someone had come behind me. And as soon as they got there, you could see them, fidgeting already. And the lady was paying for some stamps, and she was looking for the exact change. And you could just see them like, "Oh, come on, come on, come on." And you knew they were agitated. And I looked at them and I said, "Hey, how you doing today?" And they're like, "Oh, good, good." And I said, "Listen, I got a few parcels. I'm in no hurry. Do you want to go ahead of me?" And they're like, "Yeah, sure, sure." I go, "Yes, lots of time in the world." And so they get in front of me, and they're happy, and they're, "Oh, thank you, thank you." And we get talking, and then one of the comments I made was, "You know what?" I said, I sometimes think about how much stuff I have to do with through the day, and it seems like so much, but you know what? Every day, every night, I look back and go, well, everything got done. So basically putting in the thought that it's going to get done anyways. Why not have joy through the day? And anyways, so that person was agitated. And by the time they left, not only we were talking, when they were finally leaving, they were wishing Merry Christmas to the girl doing at the post office and everything. So I'm just saying that, not to put anything on me, but that if we don't have that in our hearts, we can't spread that. Okay? And that is such a gift, and that's something we should be doing. Okay? So let's just go to prayer. Make it real quick. Dear God, we just ask today that you just fill us with joy, that joy isn't just something that we celebrate at Christmas, that it is a gift, and that when we have that feeling of just great pleasure and happiness, that is a gift from you. And let it just overflow in us so we can spread that to others and bring joy to others as well. And we just like the Christmas song says, "Joy to the world. The Lord has come, and have you ever." And we just give you all the glory that you so rightfully deserve. And we just soak in the word and that your name, Jesus, just saying Jesus, and that just instantly brings so much joy into our lives. And then we are in return able to share that to others.